And a deadly car accident and a frightened child's cry for help.
I heard a baby crying. She was crying, "Mommy, mommy."
Well, that 3-year-old girl is the only survivor of a fatal car crash that killed her mother and another woman. Their car went off River Road outside Cusick about 10:30 last night. 21-year-old Andrea Heinen rolled her SUV down an embankment, crashing into the Pend Oreille River. KXLY4's Katie Curry working for you. And Katie, you spoke to the man who saved that little girl's life.
Nadine, he is a retired lieutenant colonel, served 12 years as mayor of Cusick, and now he is being called a hero for doing something he says is just one of those things you do.
A loud bang in a usually quiet neighborhood caught the attention of neighbors along River Road last night. Robert Spencer went outside to find answers.
When I got outside in the front yard, I heard a baby crying. She was crying, "Mommy, mommy."
Cutting through the darkness, 3-year-old Rosalia Bowman cried for her mom. She was clinging to brush in the nearly freezing Pend Oreille River. Immediately, Robert and his wife ran towards her screams.
Got off the dock and went up the river and found her out there just right on the edge of the weeds. She was holding on to these willow trees down here.
Robert swam the young child to safety. He believes he got to her just in time. He says there's no way a 3-year-old could have survived the water temperatures much longer.
One of the neighbors had blankets, and they wrapped her up in a blanket and held her until all the emergency response people got here.
But it was too late to save the women inside that SUV, now upside down in the river. 21-year-old Andrea Heinen was pronounced dead on scene. A passenger died at the hospital, but we don't know her name yet. Today, tire marks left behind paint a complicated picture as to exactly what happened before last night's fatal crash. The loud bang Robert heard was the car crashing into his mailbox. The car would take out 2 more mailboxes before veering off into the river. Rosalia, miraculously, barely had a scratch. All morning long, people who knew the 2 women stopped by the crash site to pay homage. One person told me that Andrea was an outstanding person, mother, and athlete. He said she was so athletically gifted, he convinced her to play for the middle school football team. From there, she went on to be an asset for Cusick High School's athletic department. WSP is still waiting on the medical examiner's office to identify the second victim of the accident. Troopers say the 3-year-old was not restrained in the car. The driver was not wearing a seatbelt either. Reporting live in studio, Katie Curry, KXLY4 News.
All right, thank you for that, Katie.